Sports Trust acts as an implementation partner to its trustees, stakeholders and corporate donors. It distributes sporting equipment, kit and installs sports facilities in rural or historically disadvantaged communities in South Africa across all sporting codes for both abled and disabled sports. At a recent ceremony held in Raffielwe, Petra Diamond's Cullinan, in partnership with the Sports Trust, handed over 2 multi-purpose sports courts to the community as part of the Mine Community Development Program. The first facility was handed over to Chikowe Primary School.
I think the role of the Sports Trust is firstly a facilitating and coordinating agent for our funders to coordinate efforts to get facilities into schools in disadvantaged areas, and in that way our funders benefit by the status of the Sports Trust so that they can get a Section 18A tax benefit, which means then that their donation is tax deductible.
This process started when we, together with the Social Compliance Department, went through the various schools in the area to identify, jointly identify projects that can be done. And all the school principals identified sporting facility as a key need in the community. Currently, the only sporting facilities is the community sport fields that is quite far from the school, and it's difficult for the children to get there. So with this facility, it actually puts sport and sport development within the grasp and within the reach of the local community. And that, according to our vision, will assist in cutting beautiful diamonds out of the children in our local community.
National Department of Sports representative.
Well, school sport is a bedrock of sports development in the country. It is a pipeline towards the high performance arena. And in order for young children to participate in sport, there has to be access to sports facilities. Your sports facilities provides an enabling environment where young people can participate not only for recreational purposes, but also for competitive purposes as well. As Sport and Recreation South Africa, we are pleased that we have this partnership with the Sports Trust so that we can roll out these multi-purpose sports facilities in schools. This gives young people then the access that they need for lifelong participation in sport.
This community, it's clear that this is it's a semi-rural community and facilities would be a major issue. And with this facility being launched for the school, or the school having this facility, will give access to learners in this school and surrounding areas as well, in the other schools in this area, to access this facility. So it gives them an opportunity to play at least 5 codes, which is important. It also gives them an opportunity to have major events, like they could have a community national event, a netball event on this court. There's stands here, and it brings people together at the end of the day. But more important, this facility should be looked after, maintained and supported by the community as well as the school.
Chikowe Primary School hosts a total of 1,661 learners who can now take part in a variety of sporting codes on the school's premises.
Today is a very important day whereby it is the official opening of our sporting facilities that have been sponsored by the Petra mine around here and the Sport Trust. And we are delighted and happy that our children are going to get an opportunity whereby they'll be exercising their potential, and during their leisure time, it is where they will engage in sport and make sure that they exercise their bodies as well.
The major challenge that we have, especially in our extracurricular program, is that our learners travel from outside this area, and there are learners from the area called Marikana. Those learners, immediately when the bell rings, their transports are already waiting at the gate. They are physically fit. Most of them who come to school on foot, because they travel just under 5 kilometers to school in the morning, but unfortunately they are unable to participate in after-school sports because of hurrying back home or those who are taken by their transport.
Here at school, we have most talented boys and girls who are very committed to what they do. And then what I love about these kids of Chokwe Primary School is that they love sports. Even though you can call them to come and play netball, they are so excited and they participate. So I think it's very important for this school to have this court and to be to have more sports in Chokwe, so that our kids can go far. They can go to Devon, they can go anywhere around the country.
Our school has long been involved in sporting activities. At the local level, our school was participating, and the district was organizing competitions for the schools from the cluster level to district to provincial. And we hope now, seeing that we have these sporting facilities, we are looking forward that maybe we reach the national level, especially in volleyball.
This facility will form an instrumental part in the development of sports within the school, while contributing towards a change in the learner's behavior.
Ke thabile le gono ka go bana go tlile ba eng sekolo sa rena re tlile go dira combi sports re tlile go bapala netball volleyball le tše dingwe tša di-sport.
E tlo re thusa gore re tshwanetse re dlale di-sports mo sekolong gore re dlale di-sports re dlale gona mo not go le kry-a re yang dikolong tse dingwe re nna mo gona mo sekolong sa rena sa Chokwe Primary School.
Ke tla leboga batho ba ba tlileng mo sekolong sa rena ba Sport Trust ebile ba nka se tlhole ba re tlogela ba tlo phela ba itla mo rena gore ba padisha di-sports ebile di-sports ra di rata ka gobane di are exercises.
Initially, we didn't have any sporting facilities as a school, and when we had to have in matches visitors, we had to use a ground whereby it had a lot of litter and it had a lot of stones. But now our children's attitude has changed, our educators, everybody is keen to participate in this beautiful, attractive sporting field whereby our learners are no more engaged in other ulterior behaviors that were not acceptable. But now they are engaged in sport, they are playing, they are exercising, they are meeting new friends, and obviously we are also realizing new potential in them.
Playing sports has a very crucial role in terms of learner development, also holistically developing the child. It's important that children play sports so that there's a balance between their physical activity and their mental strength. So it's very important. All our major athletes or scientists or anybody that achieves, somewhere in his life was involved in some sporting activity and had a balance.
Since the installation of this facility, there's been a great improvement in the performance of Chokwe Primary School learners in soccer, netball and volleyball. Sedibing Primary School became the second beneficiary of a multi-purpose sports court, courtesy of Petra Diamond's Cullinan Mines Community Development Program.
The vision of the school is to teach the child in holistically and in totality, and therefore it takes the community for the child to be educated. I think the facility will benefit these learners because teaching or education doesn't, it is not in class only. And then the child must develop holistically, physically, psychologically, and in other ways.
You know, it's been amazing. Everywhere we go, it's just been amazing to look at the support we've got from the schools themselves, from the communities. Because if you look at the facility, they're going into areas that are devoid of sports facilities. So we believe that by placing these facilities in schools, the schools are the center of the community, and in this way it gives access to the school's community as well. So whilst the facility serves the schools, it also serves the community. It also helps to establish clubs, because the clubs in the community then have access to a facility where they can then participate in the various codes of sport.
We are thanking our donors to donate this. And, this is the pledge that we made in Cape Town that for the child it takes a community for the child to be educated. So then it is the responsibility of the community to ensure that each and every learner here is assisted. More especially these ones because they are from the poor families. And then therefore the pledge says all stakeholders should be responsible. We're having this thing, the Cape Town pledge that says quality teaching and learning campaign, wherein business sector should be roped in a school, in an education of a child, hence the combi code. We are so proud and we are so thankful for the donation that they made for these learners.
So the Sports Trust is mandate is to get active and lifestyles for young kids, and we are looking towards the poorest of the poor and giving them facilities so that they can have active and positive lifestyles.
These multi-purpose sports courts were funded by Petra Diamond's Cullinan mine and are a result of excellent partnerships and collaborations with various stakeholders, including the Ministry of Sport and Recreation, the Department of Mineral Resources, the Provincial Department of Education, together with the Sports Trust and the City of Tshwane Metropolitan Municipality. Here are some of the upcoming Sports Trust events to look forward to. The Sports Trust Community Cycle Race takes place on February the 18th, the Comrades Marathon, the Ultimate Human Race on June the 4th, the Sports Trust's Corporate Quiz Challenge on October the 26th, and finally the Sports Trust Golf Challenge on November the 13th. For more information, visit www.thesportstrust.co.za. The Sports Trust acts as an implementation partner to its trustees, stakeholders and corporate donors. It distributes sporting equipment, kit and installs sports facilities in rural or historically disadvantaged communities in South Africa across all sporting codes for both abled and disabled sports.